So this is my S26 Ultra, and this will be the last time that I'm talking about it because I'm trading it in to get the Galaxy Z Fold 8. But that doesn't mean that this phone does not deserve a long-term review or an update for y'all. So getting into the body of this phone, I don't have any scuff marks or dents because I leave it in a case. The reason? Samsung went back to aluminum for the sake of heat dissipation, but switching back to a softer metal made it less durable. But for me, it's held up really nicely, and I think if you're spending this much money on a phone, you should definitely protect it. Now, I'm about to contradict myself, but moving on to the design, this phone in your hand just feels better without the case on it. The sleekness and the way it feels in your hand is on par with or even better than my 17 Pro Max. The screen is something to talk about too. Consuming content in any form is honestly next level. There's something to be said about the contrast on this screen. Everything looks more vibrant and contrasty than other phones that I've had the chance to handle. The one thing I'd say is genuinely missed though is the anti-reflective coating. It's here, but it's not implemented the same way as it was on the S25 Ultra. When it comes to the battery, I'm still getting multiple days out of it. I can watch YouTube, study Japanese, and pretty much do anything without the phone dying by the end of the day. I think Samsung works some magic because they optimize their hardware really well with the Snapdragon Elite Gen 5. But hardware is nothing without software. And One UI 8 might be the best OS I've used on a phone. Compared to iOS 26, I've never had any issues with freezing, apps randomly closing, or any of those random bugs that are just annoying to deal with. When it comes to the camera, we all know smartphone cameras as a whole have become incredible. But I'd be lying if I said I use this camera a lot for content. I take most of my pictures and videos for this channel on my mirrorless camera, but when it comes to capturing the moments with my family or friends, it does exactly what I want it to do. So for daily usage, I bought a cellular plan through Visible to put on this phone so that way it can technically be my work and business phone, but it ended up becoming my daily for any time that I was going out of the house. I've noticed that it has a stronger cellular connection compared to my iPhone, and initially I thought it was the provider, but it's the same thing on my wife's iPhone as well. On AI, I think a lot of people blow it out of proportion, but I can say it's a lot more useful than Siri. I specifically use it when I have a question that's pretty specific, instead of waiting on something like Siri to query ChatGPT for an answer. Another thing that's worth mentioning here is the privacy screen, and as revolutionary as it is as a feature, it kind of fell to the background. So much so that I really hardly ever use it. I believe there's just too many trade-offs. You lose contrast and brightness for not much actual privacy, and enabling max privacy just washes the screen out and it looks gray, and it pretty much just ended up being a feature I never really used. And the last thing is the S Pen. Now, I have used it, but not as much as I thought I would. When I first got the S25 Ultra, I used the S Pen a ton because I found reasons to. This time, I've been pretty hard pressed to find a legitimate reason to use it. Now, since I'm not a big YouTuber who brings in a lot of money, I have to use the resources available to me to get the next thing. So I'll be trading in the S26 Ultra for the Galaxy Z Fold 8. Samsung currently has a $1,200 trade-in credit, plus I found one through PayPal that gives me an extra $100 off. And that kind of made eating that cost a little less hard. Now, if you want to help me get to the point where I can actually buy these phones and keep them, so that way I can actually compare the phones together instead of having to send them back to get the new ones, and also possibly get invited to some of these events, please hit that like button. And if you want to see my journey and have any questions or suggestions about the Z Fold 8, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I have a lot of content planned around that. But that's all for me. I'll see y'all in the next one.